everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while now, but exciting news is I'm training for Chicago Marathon on the 13th of October this year in 2024. So I thought, why not document the journey on the lead up to race day? So if you're new around here, my name is Katie. I'm a running coach and I'm based in the UK. Well, I'm from the UK, but at the moment, myself and my husband, we're both coaches for the Running Hub community. We are currently travelling the world and we're here in Paphos in Cyprus at the moment. So we've been travelling since the start of January 2023. We've been going back home to the UK for quite a few weeks here and there, just to catch up with family, friends and members of the Running Hub community, which has been lovely. Now, yes, we're training for World Major number 4. So my journey started with the marathon back in 2014 when I did my first London. I've been lucky enough to run London 5 times in total. I've run New York in 2019, I did Berlin last year, and then managed to qualify for Chicago this year. And this week they've just changed their qualifying time, so I'm really lucky to be running it this year coming. But yeah, essentially join me for the next 17 weeks to document the journey, the highs, the lows, the realities of marathon training, and what I'm going to be doing to get myself in the best possible position for race day. Run complete. 40 minutes done, 4.5 miles, 8:54 pace. Average heart rate of 152. Which is pretty good for me, especially in this heat, and just for what I know about my heart rate in terms of what it is in the easy zone. There's a lot to that we can discuss over these coming weeks, but job done, and it's time for me to grab a drink because I'm very thirsty now, and some breakfast. And Monday is a very much admin, get myself ready for the week day. So I'm looking forward to it. Good morning, Tuesday, and we are at the track. So this is a track, it's 2 miles from where we're currently at, so we've just done a warm up down here. You have to pay to get on here, it's €5 per person, but we go to a place called Gorgo Travel, which James sorts out our access. So we're here, it's about 7:30. On the plan today for me is 6 by 1k.
Light work.
Yeah. And for you?
8 by 100.
Nice.
You got anything else after 2Ks?
No, that's it today.
Chilling.
Yeah. Well, as well, it's not at 5k pace, so it's much slower. So what is this? What would you say this is called today? What type of session?
You're just working at getting your efficiency threshold nudging in the right direction.
So yeah, efficiency threshold nudging in the right direction, because I seem to work off very well with that. And just because we're at the start of the block, I'm not doing any like hardcore.
No prizes for redlining today.
Yeah, no massive speed work today. Okay, drills are done. I'm actually going to start documenting a series because currently we're in Paphos, Cyprus, and we're here until the very start of August, and after that we're heading off to Kenya. And everyone knows all of the amazing videos that you see online of the Kenyans doing their drills, and I was absolutely awful when I first started drills. I'm still not amazing or great, but I have got better. But one thing I cannot do is a B skip. So I'm going to start a little series on how I'm going to try and improve my B skips before I get to Kenya. So basically I don't embarrass myself when it gets to the drills. Follow along on Instagram for that. And we did a little bit here. And yeah, it was funny. But 6 by 1k, like we said, just at kind of like in between half marathon to marathon effort. So we're trying to push that threshold up and make marathon pace start to feel easier at this stage. And it's only a minute recovery in between, so 25 degrees, 26 degrees right now. It's Tuesday afternoon and we are in the gym. So we've moved apartment complexes post the running hub retreat, and where we're staying has a gym, so I'll show you what we've got. So we have a couple of cross trainers, a treadmill and a bike. I hardly think that I'm going to be using this because it will be like an absolute sweatbox in here. A little area for core, a boxing bag which we probably won't be using, another core area, machine with lots of different levers, a squat rack, some dumbbells, kettlebells, and a couple of benches. So yeah, the idea with strength is that I'm going to be doing 2 sessions a week. 2 sessions a week we're aiming for.
2 sessions on hard days.
Yeah, and on hard days. So Tuesday obviously did intervals this morning. So today I did like a push session. So squats, chest press, shoulder press, lunges, split squats, kettlebell swings, and a few other things. And then yeah, Friday we'll be doing a pull session, some more things like deadlifts.
Session on Friday too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, pool session, as in a swimming pool. I see what you're getting at there. So yeah, gym done, feeling accomplished, and time to.
Feeling ripped.
No, not ripped just yet, but feeling good. And time to chill, got a couple more client calls, and then tomorrow, easy run on the plan.
You're not doubling today?
This is my double. We done?
Let's go.
Hello and good morning. From my Wednesday run, we have an hour on the plan. I headed out just before 7 a.m. Still need to get up a bit earlier, but we're working on it. And yeah, because of the intervals yesterday, just trying to keep things nice and chilled and relaxed, and yeah, because of the heat, obviously, just try and keep easy to effort and not a pace. Arms are feeling a little achy from the gym yesterday, but legs all, I guess, a combination of gym and yesterday's session, but it's all good because we're just here to keep it easy, relax and flush it all out. Thursday morning, Calimera from the harbour. We have just done a run with the Paphos running club. I did 40 minutes, easy and some strides. James?
5.5 miles.
Just an easy run, so I departed him once my 40 minutes was up for my stride.
We were talking about heart rate and Coach Sal last night, so my, was it 126 average for today?
Something like that,
Proves
yeah.
the point.
Well done.
Practice what I preach.
I've not looked at mine yet, but I'm sure it wasn't
You
that
did
low.
180.
But yeah, done, and then we're just heading off to Steve's bar for a coffee. Look at me talking like I'm a regular now. This is my second Thursday morning run. Hello, Sunday. Oh, struggling today. We're 9 miles in, an hour and 20, and yeah, the heat's just getting to me. I felt pretty good up until here, no matter how much I'm hydrating, and I've had a couple of gels already. It's just the heat. But
lap 9,
there we go, lap
909.
9 miles, but today is 14, so we're just going to grind them out. It's about 45 minutes left. We can do this. Okay, we are almost at 13 miles, 1 mile to go. I've turned around my little mental block, but probably because I know that I'm so close to the end. James has got 15, so he's been like doing loop backs, and yeah, once I've got to 14, stop at the shop, get some fluids, and then he'll come back to me and then we'll walk home. But yeah, about 9 minutes, 10 minutes left of running, come on. Time for a week 1 recap. So I thought I'd sit down and just go through my week, if it would just feels a bit chaotic when I'm filming here, there and everywhere. So week 1, how do I feel about it? Feeling good. I think when I put a reel out this week saying that it was 16, like week 1 of 16. Now realise that it's not, it's like 17 weeks, but we're just, in essence, this is just me, week 1, documenting my lead up to Chicago. I don't think training blocks should ever be kind of like 12 weeks, 16 weeks, 20 weeks. There should be no defined time for a training block. It should be based on, you know, how much time you've got and also what you have done previously. So at the start of the year was working towards a half marathon with then the goal to then step back to the marathon distance. So yeah, despite me documenting this now as week 1 of 17, it's just part of the bigger goal. But this week we have covered 49 miles of running, 2 strength sessions, 1 yoga class, and 2 or 3 just sort of stretching throughout the week, because one thing that I'm lacking at the moment is flexibility. But happy with how the week's gone. I have really enjoyed the sessions, so Tuesday and Friday. Obviously challenging, however at the moment we're working at more kind of threshold, we're looking to lift that. In the past I have kind of progressed really well with doing that style of training, so at the start of the block this is what we are doing. So I enjoyed those sessions, and obviously with the temperature, not having to go at like max effort is working very nicely at the moment. One thing that has been a challenge, and has been a challenge for me on a number of blocks for different reasons, is the long run. Last year really struggled with the long run just mentally. I would scare myself in the days leading up to it. However, I've come back to it with like feeling a lot better because of the start of the year. You know, I did a lot of kind of 90-minute 10-mile runs, so feeling good at that kind of place. But now that we're here in Cyprus, I have struggled the last couple of weeks just with the temperature. So what I've been finding is that anything over kind of like that 90 minutes, 10 miles marker here, and I've done it often in Cyprus, but that's where I'm starting to kind of struggle a little bit. So it's just meaning that I'm having to, it's just all learning, and maybe go out a bit earlier next week, take out a bit more water, slow the pace down. But this is what the training block is all about. It's just learning and taking things from there. So all in all, a very good week. Looking forward to what's coming up. Next week we're heading to Ayia Napa for a few days, so training in different location, which will be fun. And then after that we are obviously back to Cyprus, in Paphos, sorry. We're here for another 6 or 7 weeks, heading over to Kenya where we're doing a training camp block there for 7 weeks, over to Spain for 2 weeks to come back to sea level, and then heading over to Chicago. So I hope that you look forward to joining me on this journey over the next couple of months. I'm really looking forward to it. Although I do have like ambitions and targets for the race itself, obviously we'll just see how training goes. But I just want to enjoy this training block and have as much fun as I can, because that's what training is all about. You spend a lot of time dedicating to this one day, but you've got to enjoy the process of leading up to it as well. So yeah, that's it for week 1 of 17, or whatever I'm doing with this series. But yeah, Road to Chicago has well and truly begun, and I will catch you next week in another video.